Have you ever noticed how your life feels quieter than most? While others seem surrounded by crowds, invitations, and endless noise, your phone stays silent. At first, it stings. Loneliness whispers that maybe you're failing where everyone else succeeds. But what if the absence of friends isn't a flaw? What if it's evidence of something deeper? Today, you'll discover why having fewer friends, or none at all, isn't proof you're broken. It might be proof you're rare. And by the end, you'll see solitude differently forever. Albert Einstein once said solitude was essential for his work. He needed silence to think clearly. Too much noise killed the clarity that produced genius. Long before him, the Stoics taught the same truth. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a person at peace with themselves is never truly alone. Epictetus warned his students to guard their circle carefully because wrong company corrupts character faster than you realize. Seneca, the Roman philosopher, said it's better to walk alone than follow a crowd rushing toward emptiness. If history's brightest minds found strength in solitude, perhaps your quiet path isn't a defect. Perhaps it's a reflection of your depth. Let's examine 4 truths that reveal what the absence of friends actually means, and why it might be one of the clearest signs you're building real strength. Truth 1. Depth doesn't survive in shallow waters. Think about the last time you tried discussing something meaningful with people who only care about gossip or distractions. The conversation died quickly. Your thoughts were too heavy for their surface. That disconnect feels isolating. But it's actually a sign you're not meant to live superficially. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts are rich, reflective, intentional, then shallow circles will never feel like home. Many people connect easily because their relationships demand nothing, just laughter, entertainment, convenience. But if you crave honesty, depth, loyalty, you won't fit in easily. And that's not weakness. It's proof you carry a different frequency. Being rare means you can't be everywhere at once. Truth 2. Solitude is the training ground of self-mastery. Why do most people fear being alone? Because silence forces them to face their own minds. They run toward constant company, not from love of others, but from fear of themselves. If you can endure the quiet, if you can sit alone without breaking, that is strength. Epictetus told his students, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The path of growth often looks strange to others. When you choose solitude over empty company, some will call you antisocial. In reality, you're training your mind. You're building the skill of anchoring peace within. Imagine the difference, someone who needs constant chatter to survive versus someone who can stand in silence and feel complete. Which one is truly free? Solitude isn't punishment. It's practice. Before we continue, this is where most people quit. If you're still here, you're different. Subscribe to this channel, not for motivation, but for mental tools you can actually use. In a world of noise, we offer direction. In a world of distraction, we build discipline. Hit that subscribe button now. Let's continue. Truth 3. Quality crushes quantity every time. Picture 2 scenes. At one table, 20 people talk loudly, laugh at shallow jokes, share moments that dissolve instantly. At another table, just one person sits, but every word exchanged is genuine. Every silence feels safe. Which table would you choose? Seneca wrote, "Associate with people who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you can make better." The value of friendship lies not in numbers, but in nourishment. A single loyal companion brings more light than 100 acquaintances. So if your life looks quiet now, if your contacts list is short, don't see emptiness. See filtration. You're refusing to sell your energy cheaply. You're protecting your soul from the exhaustion of maintaining connections with no roots. Truth 4. The right people appear in the right season. Nature teaches patience. Flowers don't bloom in winter. Fruit doesn't ripen in a day, yet we expect friendships to appear instantly, as if the right people should arrive on demand. The Stoics warned against this illusion. You cannot control who enters or leaves your life. You cannot force others to understand you, value you, or stay with you. But you can remain authentic. You can keep your values clear. And when you do, those values act like a beacon. Slowly but surely, people who share your depth will be drawn to your light. Think of it this way. If you always dim your brightness to fit in, the people who could truly value you may never see you. But if you stand firm, even in solitude, you make it possible for the right eyes to notice, the right hearts to connect, the right friendships to form. So what does the absence of friends really indicate? It indicates you have standards, that you're unwilling to waste time on hollow connections, that you'd rather walk alone than follow a crowd running in the wrong direction. This isn't weakness. It's strength. It's proof. You know the value of your own company. The next time you feel the sting of emptiness, remember Einstein's Solitude. Remember Marcus Aurelius' calm. Remember Seneca's reminder that the crowd is often misguided. Remember Epictetus's call to self-mastery. And most of all, remember that great souls are rarely understood at first glance. Depth attracts depth, but slowly. In the meantime, use this season to build yourself, strengthen your body, expand your mind, nurture your spirit. Let solitude become your forge where resilience and clarity are formed. Because when the right people come, they won't be rescuers from your loneliness. They'll be companions to your fullness. They won't demand you shrink or compromise your values. They'll recognize your depth because they carry their own. And those bonds, rare, authentic, enduring, are worth more than 1,000 empty names in your contact list. The absence of friends in your life is not proof you're unworthy. It's proof you refuse to settle. That your light is too strong to be hidden in shallow crowds. That you know peace in solitude beats chaos in company. That your heart is waiting, not for anyone, but for the right ones. So keep walking your path with dignity. Don't chase what doesn't nourish you. Don't confuse being surrounded with being fulfilled. And never forget, it's far better to stand alone with truth than sit in a crowd built on lies. If this spoke to you, do 3 things right now. First, subscribe to Silent Forge. By subscribing, you commit to building inner strength and mental clarity every single day. Second, like this video, so others who need this message can find it. And third, write in the comments, I value quality over quantity. That tells me you stayed until the end, and you're committed to walking this path of strength. Choose one of the videos appearing on screen now. Just like this one, it may change not only how you think, but how you choose to live.